Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction bringing you another reaction video. Today, we're going to be checking out Mirrorcell, their new track, Dissolve. I want to give a huge shout outs to Nate. Love that dude. Had a privilege of having him on last year. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link in the description. But this is their newest song, Dissolve, and I've been waiting patiently for it. So I'm very stoked. Let's give it a listen. Go check out me yourself if you haven't already, but if not, first listen, go check him out. So let's give him some love. Okay. I love this like bendy riff, so tight. I like the falsetto with Nate. Sick. Oh, are we gonna get something gnarly? No? Okay. This chorus is so big. That's awesome. I like that like choral guitar effect. Really nice. Oh God! I should have fully I should have fully expected that was gonna happen. But guys, that was Mirrorcell Dissolve. If you haven't checked out Mirrorcell, go show them some love. They're great. I've pretty much loved all the singles they've released, and just kind of, again, getting to talk to Nate and get a little bit more of a vision on what he's doing has just kind of was a very eye-opening experience for me. So I want to show a lot of love to Nate. He's great. Also, shout outs to my homie Ben. I love him. He always tells me to check out some of the bands he works with, and for good reason, because they're always great. So shout outs to Ben, and I know also Caleb. I don't know him personally, but Caleb's really cool too. So shout outs to him as well. But wanted to go through this song. That ending is threw me for the biggest of loops, but I was totally stoked about it because, who doesn't like an out of the blue sort of breakdown? That's like chef's kiss. We love it. But the song itself was very, very good. Definitely gave me a lot of the influences I think I've mentioned in a lot of previous videos, but I do find that they kind of hit this nice, like, shoegaze, metalcore-y sort of style of music that is doing really well right now. Some bands that comes to mind are obviously the Forefathers, Deftones, Loathe, Mood Ring. I think if you enjoy those bands, then you're absolutely going to enjoy Mirrorcell. I also think that they definitely have a little bit more of a heavier catalog as well. So if you're into like bands like Void of Vision, then you're going to like this because they definitely incorporate a lot of like Nine Inch Nails, kind of Trent Reznor, kind of electronics, and I would also say very similarly to Deftones as well. But kind of that motif, but then bringing it into heavier territory. So I love that. Can't get enough of that type of stuff. So if you have other bands that are in a similar lane, let me know. Would love to check them out. But besides the point, the song was very interesting. I like the kind of like smoother, like lower tempo. It was very interesting to kind of hear a song that, again, has more of a groove feel to it. Verses were very cool. They were definitely a little bit more lighter and a little bit more spacious, which I appreciate because you get to hear these really cool, like, you get to really hear this like interesting ambience to the track that is really fun, really interesting. But that chorus to me is like really what sells the song. I think it's just got this way that it kind of is even a little bit slower, and I don't think it actually like in timing. But it does feel like maybe the tempo slowed down just a smidge. But just the way that the chorus kind of just opens up even more so. Like I thought with the verses, there was just going to be this really nice, like more kind of openness to it, but just again, once you get to that chorus, that's when things kind of really branch out. It almost feels like there's some sort of like widening effect, or the way that the way that the song is like kind of mixed and produced. It does feel like the song has much more of a like a wider opening to it, which is really nice, and I think it adds to that punch of the track. I love that main guitar riff in the verses. I think that's really, really, really fun. I like the kind of like bendy, like riffy kind of slow groove to it that I think is really kind of the focal point of that track specifically. But I also really appreciate Nate's vocals a ton. I don't feel like I really was like pointing it out through the video, but he's got a great kind of styling to his voice, like especially with the screaming. I think he has like a great cut. There's definitely some other songs that do a better representation of the way his screams kind of cut in the song. Or in their catalog, excuse me. But I do think with this song, this is probably the best clean vocals I've heard from Mirrorcell thus far. I really enjoy his like falsetto. It's got like this really clear like smoothness to it that almost feels like a little glassy in some parts, which I think really works in the confines of that like last chorus, and pretty much all of the choruses. It kind of like floats over the song, and I love that aspect of it, as well as that. I really enjoyed that like bridge section. I thought that was really sick, and then again at the end having that just like statement breakdown that I feel like most people, because I almost instinctually thought, oh, they're just gonna hit us with like a soft ending and they're just gonna fade out and that's gonna be the end of the song. But for them to kind of out of the blue have a little bit of a breakdown part, I thought that was really sick, and it was something it took me a little off guard, so I was totally stoked about that. But But yeah, this was a great track. I think Mirrorcell continues to kill it. I'm always really pumped to hear what they have going on in their camp, and I'm always making sure, I got a video out for my guys because truly they have such a fun sound, and I'm curious to see how far they can kind of push their sonic direction because I think with the songs that they've released, they've kind of written all over the place in terms of like time frame. So I'm curious to see, how much they evolve some of the stuff that they've taken from the singles that have been released, how much of that kind of manifests or makes its way into like newer material and how much that will kind of shape up their sound. But overall, I think they have a great bass line. And again, if you're into the shoegazy metalcore sort of stuff, this is absolutely a band that you need to have on your list because they do got great grooves, they got good hooks, but then they also have great breakdowns, which is like, I love that stuff. So very, very cool. If you like Mirror Cell, let me know what you think about Dissolve down in the comment section below. Even if you don't like Mirror Cell, let me know. I would love to know your thoughts on the band and this song specifically. And if you've checked out some of their other stuff, because you should absolutely go do that. If you enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Goes a long way. Your boy's always working. We're always doing stuff. So, we're just keeping it locked here on the channel. So hope to catch you in the next video. We'll be talking with you soon. Peace.